Here's one of those passion vine roots. I'm gonna have to pull out a lot of these this year just to keep my native passion vine under control. It supports our pollinators and it's a host plant for the fritillary butterflies. The first one I planted was root bound, and I expect this one to be as well. Normally I would try to tickle the roots a little bit like this. I want these roots to grow outward and not in a circle, so I'm going to use my pruning saw to make a few cuts here. Hopefully get those roots to start growing in the right direction. I do use Biotone starter fertilizer. These are really tough growing conditions and it can't hurt. So anything I can do to help these plants get established. When I'm planting on the slope, I want to position the plant in line with the slope rather than upright. So I do this for two reasons. One, if I plant the plant upright, the roots are going to potentially be exposed on this side of the plant, and I will constantly have to deal with erosion. When I plant it in line with the slope, then the whole root ball will be in the ground. Too, when we get heavy rains during the summertime, the rain will flow away from the crown of the plant and down the slope. Now I'm just going to mix in this garden soil 50-50 with the native clay. It's been a bit of a learning curve in this garden, learning how to plant on a steep slope. My previous garden in Oklahoma was flat. Whether I'm planting, pruning, or weeding, the tasks are just more difficult on a slope. I'm constantly having to pay attention to where I'm standing, make sure I don't slip and fall, which I do still occasionally. I just finished pulling some blackberries that were running through here, and then I just removed a viburnum nudum from this spot here. It bloomed beautifully last spring, and then it really struggled through the summer, had a lot of dieback. Maybe it got too dry, I'm not sure what happened, but there was almost nothing left of the plant when I pulled it out. So I'm going to be replacing it with this evergreen here. This is a Green Valley Arborvitae from the Southern Living Plant Collection. It stays pretty narrow, 6 to 8 feet wide, and I think this will look beautifully in this spot and add a little height and structure around a lot of perennials that I'm putting in up here and the deciduous spireas. Let's see, we've got 1, 2, and 3. So those will stay in that 2 to 3 foot range. And I think the contrast with the leaves and then the pink flowers in spring will look really nice here. I have a lot of pink blooming things up here on the slope in spring, including these viburnums up here. I have some summer blooming perennials like Rebecca over here, and then some coreopsis and some other things I'll be adding this spring. So let's go ahead and get these last shrubs in the ground for today. I use these Velcro brand ties. I think they're really easy, gentle on the plants. Just gonna try to stake this up for a little bit until it can get some roots anchored in. All right, so I got those spireas planted. That was a good workout for today. I feel accomplished. Glad we got that done, and I'm not really sure what I'll be tackling next, but I will definitely take you along with me. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.